Jay says top badge loading. He says, "Can you exit me out?" And there he was in the background, you guys. He's sneaking around in the background. Welcome in tonight. Tonight is what, April the 10th, you guys. Feed the computer more tacos. Yes. Tonight is April 10th. Okay, welcome in. Tonight's episode of Meow and Me has two special guests, as you saw. One is Zen Kitty, and the other one is Artman. I hope you enjoyed both of our special guests this evening. We also have some of our favorite things that we love to do here. One of them is pet trivia. Hello, Savage. Welcome in. One of them is pet trivia. We're going to start a little bit with down that road. And then we're also going to have a little pet of the week. And we're also going to do a little pets in the news. So we got a full show here. Now, remember, any really bad trolling and you'll be seen out of the stream until next week or until I go through my block list. So if you behave, you don't have to worry about getting kicked out of the show. So let's just behave. Olay, that's great. Hello, Oliver and Eddie and Debbie. Welcome into the show. But the first thing we're going to start off with, you guys, is a little animal trivia. Now, this tonight is going to be a mix-up of animals, and let's see what you guess for the right answer. What animal has the longest lifespan? Is it a locust? Is it an elephant, a giant tortoise, or a blue whale? Which animal has the longest lifespan? I like confidence. Blue whale? It's not the blue whale. I see tortoise. It is the giant tortoise. A lifespan of the giant tortoise is about 150 years, making it the longest living animal on the planet. In captivity, some giant tortoises have lived as long as 177 years. Yes, tortoises are the big real deal. All right. What is the only mammal capable of true flight? Is it the bat, the ocelot, the hummingbird, or the flying squirrel? Which animal? I see bat. Yes. And tatted mama, you are correct. It is the bat. Bats are the only mammals capable of true flight. A bat's wing is constructed very much like a human hand, with extremely elongated fingers and membrane stretched between them. Bats can be found almost anywhere in the world except for areas with extreme temperatures, such as the polar regions and deserts. In fact, there are almost 1,000 different species of bats worldwide, ranging in size from less than an inch to almost 6 feet long. Many species of bats are now considered endangered. Don't hurt the bats. All right. What is the fastest flying bird in the world? Is it a horned sungem? Is it a spine-tailed swift? Is it a peregrine falcon? Or is it a harpy eagle? Thank you for the gifts. Is it the hummingbird? The hummingbird is not an option. You have a sungem, a swift, a falcon, or an eagle. I see eagle. Let's see. Not eagle. I see falcon. Let's see. It's the falcon. Tatted mama. It's almost like she's watched a documentary or something. Able to dive at almost 200 miles per hour. The peregrine falcon is not only the fastest flying bird in the world, but the fastest animal on Earth. Although several subspecies, including the Arctic peregrine falcon and the American peregrine falcon were once considered endangered, they have made a successful recovery and are no longer on the endangered species list. The peregrine falcon can be found on every continent except Antarctica. Hello, welcome in Scantron. Now, everybody, please take notice. We actually have another featured show host here in the comments tonight. And I mean, we might have a couple, but let's point out Scantron 5K in the comments below, you guys. Make sure you hit him with a favorite. He has a featured show called Dealing with Scantron, and I was lucky to be a winner. I was a winner last week, so make sure you hit him with a favorite and go check out his incredible show, you guys, because you will have a lot of fun, and I know I sure did have a lot of fun too. Welcome in, everybody, to Meow and Me. We are going to get started with my first special guest, Zen Kitty, here in a little bit. Welcome, Tina Cat. Thank you coming in, everybody. I see you. All right, let's see if you know this. Ladybot, hello. A newborn kangaroo is about the size of a watermelon, a plum, a grapefruit, or a lima bean. This is so vague. So varied, I mean. So varied. Lima bean size? I'm going with that too. And you are right, Ladybot. Of course you're right, Ladybot. Have you met me? I'm Ladybot. Oh, yes, say my name. Krista, thank you. A newborn kangaroo is about 1 inch in length, approximately the size of a lima bean. So that's what's up. All right. What is the gestation period of a blue whale? What is the gestation period of a blue whale? Is it 2 years, 4 to 6 months, 16 to 18 months, or 10 to 12 months? 4 to 6 months? No. 2 years, 16 months? Not 16, so it's 10 to 12 months or 2 years. We got to split. Can I get a 50-50 from the audience, please? Can I get a 50-50? I'm going to go with 10 to 12. Let's see if we're right. Ah, we're right. Thank you, Shad. The gestation period of a blue whale is approximately 10 to 12 months. Usually one calf is born at a time, although twins have been reported on rare occasions. Most calves, and that's what they call baby blue whales, which weigh about 2.5 tons, are born in late fall or winter and usually stay with their mother till they're about 6 to 8 months old until they are weaned. Okay. Woo! All right. Now, in about 5 minutes, we have our first special guest. She is no strangers to the kitty. In fact, this person has their name with kitty in it. Can we see if Zen Kitty is here in the audience? Has anybody seen our first special guest, Zen Kitty? Zen Kitty, are you here? Let's see if she's here. She might be hot. Oh, there she is. There's Zen Kitty. Okay, so her first special guest is here, you guys. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. And when she's ready, can you please request the box so I know you're ready, Zen Kitty? All right. How far away can a wolf smell its prey? A wolf, remember, like, wolf. Is it nearly a mile? Nearly 2 miles? Nearly half a mile? Or nearly 4 miles? Hi, Alice. Hi, OG Vibes. I see nearly half a mile. Not the half. 2 miles? Ooh! Who said 2 miles? You are right. A wolf has 200 million scent cells inside its nose. Let me say that again. 200 million scent cells inside its nose, and it can smell 100 times better than a human being. 100 times better than a human being. Under favorable conditions, it can smell its prey from about 1 1.75 miles away. Do not make a wolf mad. This is why Little Red Riding Hood didn't stand a chance. Okay, this is why Little Red Riding Hood didn't stand a chance out there with that wolf. Okay. All right. How many times can a hummingbird flap its wings per second? Is it 80? Is it 20? Is it 40 or is it 160? What do you think? Is it 80, 20, 40, or 160? I see 80 right out of the gate. Oh, you are right. Somebody knows a lot about hunting hummingbirds here. Hello, Leroy. Hello, everybody coming in now. A hummingbird can flap its wings about 80 times per second, causing an audible humming sound. Due to the unique structure of their wings, hummingbirds can fly left, right, up, down, backwards, and even upside down. They can also hover by flapping their wings in a figure eight pattern. And their wings aren't exactly the fastest moving body part. They have a heart rate at approximately 1,260 beats per minute. Like, let that sink in. We would be having strokes. All of us in this room would fall over, stroked out. Okay. But, all right. I'm going to ask you this question. This is going to be our last question, and then Zen Kitty is going to be coming in the box. Okay. Thank you, Leroy. What animal has the highest blood pressure? Is it the blue whale? Is it an elephant? Is it a flea? Or is it the giraffe? The blue whale, elephant, flea, or giraffe? What animal has the highest blood pressure? The giraffe? Oh, somebody knows their animal kingdom. It's giraffe. Because of its extremely long neck, the giraffe must rely on its oversized heart, 2 feet long and 25 pounds, to pump blood all the way up to its head. The heart of a giraffe, did you catch that? Is 2 feet long and 25 pounds. This is huge. It's huge. As a result, the giraffe has the highest blood pressure of any animal. So there you go. That's all we've got for animal trivia this week. I hope you learned something a little about our animal friends all around us. But now we're going to welcome in our first special guest. If you're just coming in, this is Meow and Me. Make each one wanted. That's what Meow stands for. We are a pet show here on the app, and we love all pets. If you're interested in being on my featured show, please hit my admin Emoji J up in the comments or on his Instagram and let him know, hey, I'd love to be on the show and bring my pet to share with Kitty and everybody else. But here comes our first special guest. Hello, Kitty. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I got you turned up here. So, who do we have that you're showing off today?
Well, we have Arlo that's coming right now.
This is Arnold?
Arlo.
Arlo.
And that's his brother Baymax.
Did you say Baymax?
Yep, Baymax and Arlo. They're both named after Disney characters.
Okay, what movies?
Arlo is from The Good Dinosaur, and Baymax is from Big Hero 6.
And is there any reason that you like Arlo and Baymax more so than any other of those characters?
I actually name off of personalities. So Arlo was the littlest runt of the litter, and which has been struggling since he was young. He has something called pica, so I have to Arlo proof the house, or he will eat certain things that he's not supposed to. And today we got a little scared because he had vomited and he just got done being sick, so I was worried maybe his sickness came back. But when I went out, it was a huge hair tie scrunchie, like huge. And I'm like, where did you get that? Because I have, I don't wear scrunchies. I have short hair, and I guess my one of my neighbors had lost it, and he ate it because hair tie scrunchies. The very first thing he ate was a whole complete set of headphones with earbuds and wires and everything. He loves plastic, and so like all my cords can't be plastic. They're like the braided type. They have a protector over them so he can't chew them because the naughty boy will, you know, eat plastic.
So he gets into things that maybe he shouldn't, huh?
Yep. And then he has a couple obsessions. If you come in with like a McDonald's cup with a straw, he will steal your straw because that's his most favorite toy. Or a Gatorade cap, he will literally screw off the top to steal it and play with it. We like watched him. He sits there and screws off the tops. Now I'm gonna make a little flick of the noise of his favorite toy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm. Oh.
You want your toy? And he does tricks. He plays toy or fetch, and he sits and he has a harness. He goes out and explores the world.
So you put him in a herder. So he's primarily an inside cat.
Oh yeah, he can only go outside on his harness.
Okay, gotcha. And then does he go for walks? Do you walk him like a dog?
No, I don't walk him. He sits up on top of my shoulder like a parrot in his harness, and then he'll like get down. He knows he can't have it till he sits. Ah,
And what kind of cat is he? What kind of cat breed is he?
he
He's
is
so pretty.
he is a Bengal. Sit. Nope.
Now, if you guys have any questions in the comments, feel free to write in the
Sit.
comments what your questions are.
Nope.
So that way you can ask your questions at any time as well, as long as they're appropriate questions. If you have something that you're dying to ask. So, Arlo, how old is Arlo Zen Kitty?
He was born in July of 2019. So this year that will make him 4.
Okay, so he's about 3 and 3/4 or so.
And then I had a roommate that had another kitty that was his sister, but when my roommate left last year, the his sister left unfortunately. So this was a feral stray that I had caught, and he just kind of was in the right spot, right time. So he like managed to you know, join our family because Arlo needed a sibling. So I always like to keep any type of animals in pairs, because I don't like them being alone. And so Baymax became part of the family.
How old is Baymax, do you think?
Well, I haven't had Baymax quite a full year now, and I would say he was probably between 6 months and a year when he was caught.
So he's about 2. Leah. Well, okay, so you've got two cats. One, they're both beautiful. They're both beautiful. They're so sweet. They seem to get along well with each other. Arlo is just like I can't get over the spots he has, to be
I
honest,
know
and
he
like
has he has his own Facebook page.
he has his own Facebook.
Yep.
If people are strangers allowed to follow, I hope they are.
Yeah, anyone can follow.
Anyone can follow Arlo on his Facebook page. You guys, Arlo the cat has his own social media, all right? So hit him up
And
on
then
his Facebook page.
Bengals are a lot like dog like. Like when I got this couch, I have to make repairs because there's little duct tape pieces because he's went around to every single edge and chewed it. So they're on the sides covered with duct tape because he's like a dog. He chews the furniture.
So Arlo was a kitten, Jessica, when Zen got
Yeah,
Arlo.
he was like maybe 3 months, and then I don't know the thing behind it, but like when he's done eating his food, like he did tonight, he places his toy in it. Like that's his signal he's done, I guess, or maybe he thinks the toy needs a snack, and then he also places it in the water. And when I refill the water, I don't think there's enough water to make a glub sound, but like he'll sit on top of it and he sticks his paw underneath it and makes the water come out. He's obsessed. Oh, yep. See, he heard me playing with it, so he's like, yeah, he's like so infatuated with the water and bubbles.
Does he ever go outside, like in the pool or anything like that, Zen?
No, I'm in an apartment complex, so with loose, we have a lot of loose dogs,
Mhm.
and I just got to show. I run an animal rescue, and so these are some fosters that I have right now.
Aw. Look at
Mama,
the baby kittens.
yeah, mom had three, and then of her own, and then I put this one in because it needed a mom, and she adopted it. So she has three of her own and one adopted.
Now, do people just drop pets off to you? Like, how do you
Oh
acquire
yeah.
these cats?
Well, with my rescue, I primarily focus on street animals. So I do a TNR program, which means trap, spay, release.
Mhm.
So I trap a lot of feral cats, go get them fixed, and then re-release them. But if the feral cats are friendly, then I find them a home. That's how I got Baymax. He was actually a cat from another city that I went and trapped because we have like feral cat colonies that are out of control.
Oh, yes. So I have a friend named Cleo who also does that. The trap and release programs are really important, you guys. You guys don't realize that there are people out there who are doing trap and release for feral cats and getting them neutered so they don't end up having more cats and more cats and more cats. It's part of keeping the numbers of cats down inside communities, especially when there's not homes for them to go to. So those ones that are feral, if you can get them neutered, it stops the cycle of kittens, not having homes, etc. So that's really cool of you to do that, Zen. Um, now, like, if somebody's interested, and do you just like work with your local humane society with that, or how does that work?
Well, we call it piggybacking. Like there's like a bunch of local rescues that we all help each other. So
Mhm.
like we have like a lot of different websites that we post for adoptions, and then we adopt almost worldwide. Like we'll fly animals. I had a little 4 month old kitten. Just I'm in California. Went to a city about we delivered her like 3 hours away from me, and she's like in a Beverly Hills mansion now.
I mean, she's living the good life. Hello?
Yeah, and then we have local adoptions like in PetSmart and Petco, like our local pet stores. So we have local adoption events that we hold all the time, and it's just all of us rescuers come together and kind of like, help each other out. And so it's like, I used to live on a 10-acre ranch, and I did all animals like goats, horses, cattle, rabbits, everything. But since being in an apartment now, I have to rely on fosters. So we're always looking for fosters. So if you live in California and want to learn more about becoming a foster parent to dogs or cats, you know, you can message me under Instagram in my bio, because if we didn't have our fosters, we run on fosters. Rescues definitely run on fosters.
Sure, absolutely. And I mean, what's your favorite part? Like, what's your favorite part or story about Arlo so far?
Oh, he's just like he's my son, basically. It's like he's my everything right now. It's like, my kid's grown and, being an empty nester, it's just he's always there for me. And oh my God, I love his cuddles. It's like, we were cuddling. I got up this morning and was like, okay, I need to do some work. And he came up and cuddled on me. And I'm like, oh, I can't get up now. I can't, deprive the kitty of cuddles or whatever. So it's like, work's got to wait. But he's just his like temperament. He's not a regular cat. He's just like I call him a cat dog because his temperament. And he's a big brother or uncle to all the like rescue kitties that come in. Like he'll, like with Baymax, he'll like love up on him and get him out of his shell and be a good big brother. It's like he bosses the dogs around. That's funny. Any of the rescue dogs I've had, he's the king of the castle and he knows it. He's like, I'm the boss. And it's funny to watch him, boss these like big 100-pound German shepherds around. He like has no fear. He's like, this is my territory and you're in it and I'm the boss.
He is. So I just love how Arlo is going to town on that straw. He is
Oh,
loving it.
he's obsessed with him. I wake up and there's like 5 of them in bed. He brings them to me at night.
So cute. You guys, if you're just coming into Meow and Me, first off, welcome in. This is Zen Kitty. She's sharing her two cats, Arlo and Baymax. They're named after Disney characters. Um, they're about 2 years and about 1 and 3/4 years old. Um, and she also does some fostering, some trap and release of wild cats, and then also fostering potential cats who could have a home, who could be good cats for somebody to adopt and love. So this is just really cool. How did you get? I mean, I usually ask some questions. Now, how did you get involved in a trap and release program then?
Well, I've run my own animal rescue. 2009 is when we, became an official rescue. But I've been rescuing since I was a kid. I would always bring in the animals from off the street, but it just there was a need for it because there's so many colonies. See, cats used to be considered as pets in our town. Well, they're now considered free roaming animals, so that gave permission to everyone just to throw their cats out on the street and not take care of them. So we have like huge problems with all these colonies, roaming around and just breeding, breeding, breeding. So when I found out about the need for it, I'm just like, count me in because, we need to try to get this problem under control. And it's just, it seems like he's bringing me the straw, we're losing battle, but it's like, and it's just like, being the rescue is so hard. We always overload ourselves because you want to help every single animal that comes to your thing, but it's just like, there's no way you can help them all. But our motto is, you might not be able to change the world for every animal, but you can change the world for one.
And Arlo is adorable, isn't he? Like I just want to play with Arlo too. I want to just
Oh, and he has a wardrobe. He wears clothes, and I'm a photographer, and he's in several like calendars out in the world, like in children's book and adults books. He's a well-known kitty out, being publicized.
I love that. I know that I when Arlo was pet of the week, he was in his St. Patrick's gear, sporting off his St. Patrick's Day
Oh, and
look.
he knows he's handsome. You just see it in his face. He's like, you know,
Okay,
he knows that.
what's his favorite game to play then?
Fetch, just like right now. See,
Hello, everybody.
and he's gonna bring
Here's
the straw back.
Arlo. He's smacking the straw all the way back. He wants to keep playing this game with you. I know. I love it when cats can play fetch. There's a lot of cats that do play fetch, you guys.
And
Believe it or not.
he'll go up and down the slide and sit in swings and everything. Like he plays on park equipment.
Hmm. Yeah.
And he loves to bird watch. Like when we go out to parks, that's his favorite thing is to do bird watch. Or when it's fall, I take him out to a park that has a bunch of leaves on the ground, and he tunnels under them and just sits there and like acts like he's stalking birds and squirrels, like he's a mighty,
He
hunter.
said, if the object is foods. Um,
He has like I don't know if you can see his toy trove. He has like 100 toys because I collect some, stuffies, and he would always like get mine and try to tear them apart. So like, he has, I see a couple he stole or whatever, and it's like he's always stealing toys. So he has like, I always get him new toys because he loves to play with his toys. I can't have. We always have a war around Christmas because this is one of the Christmas ones he stole. Decorations because he loves to beat them up, and I still don't know why he puts them in the food or water. I'd love to be able to ask him and say, "Okay, Kitty, why do you put it?" Yeah, see, this is where I have some food bowls out there. That's where the feral cats come in and eat their food. So they're always like watching for the birds and the cats. And then when I rescue dogs, and that's the holding kennel, and then there's a cat trap. And so, yeah, I mean, it definitely keeps you busy. It's a very rewarding job or passion to have, but it's also like has a lot of heartbreak. It's just like, and if anyone wants to look up, I'm trying to get the rescue page linked. I'm not really tech savvy. I had a friend help me put my Instagram in the bio, so I'm trying to figure out how to put the rescue's Facebook page in the bio so people can go and check out the rescue, because that's what I'd really like to do is, build supporters for the rescue, because, it's just like he has to have surgery the day that I um, trapped him. It was a lady out of town, and I don't know how she got a hold of me, but her neighbor moved in with dogs that were not being friendly, and he got attacked by a dog. And so now he has hernias. Well, he can live with them, but eventually they might cause trouble. So we're trying to raise, it's going to be an expensive surgery. So we're trying to raise money to have his hernia surgery before it causes him any issues.
sure. I mean, it's a definitely. I have a question down here. It says, "What's the most you rescued in a month, then for pet?"
um, One summer in 1 month, we had over 200 cats from a hoarding situation. So I had over 50 bottle babies in the house, and then we had over 150 adults, teenage to adult cats. We rented out a 2-bedroom apartment. The guy, we told him we're looking to house cats, to set up, a emergency cat sanctuary for like about 6 months, because we need to take them in, get them all healthy, and then move them. And so that was the biggest operation, and that was about like maybe 2014. And so that was like, whew, was a lot of work. And then in about 2012, the most chaotic rescue was 40 feral Bengals. This Bengal breeder in Arizona had kept them outside in kennels, and they'd never been touched. So we had to go out there and collect all of them. And she got caught by her county and got shut down, so they were going to euthanize all of them. So our rescue stepped in and got every single feral Bengal rehomed, because people think there's nowhere to go for ferals, but actually everyone that has a ranch or a farm and wants barn cats. So we have a barn cat program to rehome ferals, to people that want barn cats. So we were able to rehome, but there was a snowstorm and we had to put like 40 of them in our garage, and a few escaped. And so by the time we got them caught, we looked like Freddy Krueger attacked us.
I can only imagine, Zen. I can only imagine the amount of work that would have been. You got in their last couple of minutes together, Zen. You know, can we talk about you as a streamer? When do you stream? Can the people see Arlo and Baymax when they come and see you? If they're interested in learning more about trap and release programs, if they're interested in learning more about foster programs, can they reach out to you and talk to you about that? And where can they do that? What's appropriate for you?
The best way to contact me is either through Instagram on here, or my rescue on Facebook is Earthbound Angels.
Okay. So if they in your Instagram is probably linked to your bio, right, Zen?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you click her name, you guys hit her with a fave. She's doing some great work out here in her community out in California. You got to meet Arlo and you got to meet Baymax tonight. Hit her profile if you want to learn more about trap and release. You want to talk more about rehoming, about barn cat programs, about all of those things. Please make sure you hit her up and let her like share all that with you. Here it looks like she has that here as well as part of her rescue efforts. So she's been doing trap and release and rescue since 2009, everybody. So please, please, please hit her with a fave, cheer her on for all the good, awesome work she's doing in her community. Zen, thank you so much for being my special guest tonight.
No problem. Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you for sharing Arlo and Baymax with us and all of your experience. We'll have to have you come back a different night and talk more about all of the rest of that. That's really
No
interesting.
problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Zen. So, you guys, we are just finishing up our first segment of Meow and Me. We did some animal trivia already. We had our first special guest, Zen Kitty, and her cats, Arlo and Baymax. If you're just coming in, we're going to get ready for what? I bet you can guess it. Pet of the Week. Who is going to be Pet of the Week, Kitty? Can I get some music? What is this angelic song that you speak of, Kitty? Yes, your pet can be pet of the week too. You need to submit a picture of your pet into my Instagram or into Emoji J's Instagram, either or, and hit us up with the name of your pet as well. And your pet can too be pet of the week. So, Kitty, who is your pet of the week this week, you might ask? Let me get this down here. Let me get this so you can see who our pet of the week is. I got to turn this around and get this ready for you. So, our pet of the week is Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon's doggy. It's Minute. Mr. Moon's doggy Minute is the pet of the week, everybody. Look at how cute Mr. Moon's dog is. Now, Minute likes to do things like get into food, eat whole carrots, dig into comforters, and Minute will sit on your head if you go visit Mr. Moon. These are things that I found out from visiting Mr. Moon. Minute likes to eat whole carrots, dig into bedspreads, and also look adorable. Look at how cute Minute is. This is Mr. Moon's girlfriend, everybody. We all love Minute. Congratulations, Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon's like, what? It's the sound effects. I know, right? So that is our pet of the week. Look for your chance to be pet of the week by submitting in your picture of your pet and your pet's name. And who knows, you may be pet of the week next week. You know, that's how people become pet of the week, everybody. So without further waiting, we're going to move on to our next special guest tonight. Now, a lot of you may know this special guest. He goes by the name of Art Man. He has shows. We've been on shows. But Artman is our next special guest. He's been on this show about a year and a half ago. It's been a long time, I feel like, since Artman's been on. So we said, Artman, can you come back and be our special guest? And he said, yes, Kitty, I'll be your special guest. So here he is tonight for us. Hi, Artman.
Hey. So, yeah, I'm just, our man, I'm just special. I'm not really a guest. I'm just special. Okay. So, hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Zen, I did not know you were in California. Hit me up in the IGs, just letting you know. Um, also California. I was actually born and raised on the East Coast in Connecticut, and I too grew up with a lot of animals. So I had anything from rabbits to guinea pigs. I helped our next door neighbor with horses. We didn't have any horses, but pigs. Yes, I grew up on a farm. So, however, my story today is of my little lovely animal I have with me. So I'm from a I have a family. I have three daughters. They do not live with me. Unfortunately, they just left this past weekend to go home to their mom. I didn't get to spend Easter with them, but Easter week I did, their entire week, so it was fantastic. And so to clear my time and save my time, I have my little friend here, and this is Trinity. She's been waiting so long to get onto the screen. I have the door open in back of me. I'm gonna let her out on the porch, and we can go observe her. She heard the squirrels out there, and the first thing that she did is she went out and she jumped. The gate outside on my balcony is like there, and this is the first time I've actually seen her climb it, and she's like looking at the squirrels over the top. This is while Zen was in, so I didn't hear everything Zen said. Sorry, Zen. But
Trinity, how old is Trinity, Miss Armin?
Trinity is about two and a half, I would say. I got her from another streamer, actually. As a matter of fact, I don't know if she's in the crowd or not. Mayo Mama is a good friend of mine, and
She left her cat at your home?
no. You have it all backwards. So,
Oh.
I went to Mayo Mama's house. I took her kitty and I shook her boyfriend's hand at the same time. So, I'm just, you think of how you want to think of it like that, but it just this kitty, okay? I swear to God.
You took her cat. You're like, I will take the kitty, and you can keep Mayo. Is that
So Trinity, when I picked her up from Mayo had a few animals. She had a couple dogs, guinea pigs, cats. So I wanted to make sure one of them was getting a good home, and this one was getting tortured by her kids. So the day I picked her up, she actually was oh my God, what's the word? Fixed. Fixed? We'll go with fixed. She was fixed. So she came back with me in a little crate, and she wouldn't get out of the crate because she was still kind of drugged up or whatever. Finally, when she started whining, she got out. I got her a little bed. She sleeps on my bed at night. She has her own little bed on my bed. I'm not going to show it to you because my room is up. Never mind. And she absolutely adores it. Once I got her the bed, that's the only place where she sleeps at night. During the day when I'm not there, if I'm not on the bed, she will not get there. She will not go on the bed. However, once I'm on the bed, that's the only place she stays. She follows me everywhere. It's like having a lost puppy, except it's a kitty.
She loves you. Is she you're her human? That's what that means. That's your human. Hi, Tiger. Yeah, that part.
All right,
You
give me
know.
a second.
So
Relax.
so how long? So then you've had her for a good amount of time then, Artman. Like what, about a year and a half?
Over 2 years now.
Over 2 years. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so she's like, why am I outside?
So pretty. Is this the night of the meow? We had dogs last week. We have meows this week.
Yeah, she is a really good kitty though. She protects the house.
Spots. Her spots are gorgeous, Artman.
She protects the house. Like if I have a fly or a mosquito come in the house, she will let me know. Or if she sees a spider on the wall or something, she will sit there and whine, meow, meow, and I'm like, what? And until I see it, and then it's like, she gives the nod.
She's like she's definitely loving that outside area. Is this a place that you guys play a lot?
No, not really. Actually, she loves being out here. Her brother is an indoor cat. That's the one that Mayo Mama owns. He doesn't go outside at all. She actually loves being out here. Hey, don't jump. Come on. She's actually looking over the edge because they keep food down there sometimes.
Ah, she's out reconnaissance. Her eyes are so pretty. They're like green, yeah? It's almost
Yeah,
like she wants to go inside.
she does. She's like, I didn't want to come out here. She heard the squirrels earlier. Okay, go ahead.
So she's like, she just seems like she's just really like, okay. So you said she follows you around most of the time, Artman, and at
Yeah.
night she's your cuddle buddy. Um,
Don't say it like that, but yes.
okay, like but I love a man with a cat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here for the men with the kitties. Okay, I love that. A lot of men are like, no, no, no cat. And I love it when a man loves his cat. Can I get a one in the comments? Does anybody else love that? Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I mean, but I love it when a man's got a cat that loves him too. What's your guys' favorite things to do together?
Uh, so I like getting her little toys. We had this little play toy, like she would hit. I would put catnip inside of this little ball that spun around, and she would sit there all day, just right. And then off from that, I just kind of like to feed her snips of catnip here and there. However, coming home today, she found a bag of catnip, and it is all over my bedroom floor. That's why we can't. That's one reason why we can't go in there to the bedroom. So she has a bad habit, and last time that she did this, like she'll go around at like this is like 2 o'clock in the morning. She'll go in and she'll play around in the catnip, roll around in it, and then she comes out to the living room and dining room and she does the Daytona 500. You can hear her scratching the floors, and then she comes up and jumps on the bed. And she doesn't just jump on the bed, right? She doesn't just jump on the bed. When she jumps up on top, it's on my chest, and I'm like, ah! I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning yelling, and I have no idea why.
So would you say that's her worst pet habit that she has?
No.
No. What's the worst pet habit that she has?
So as Zen said earlier, she has one of her cats tends to chew on a lot of different things. I've gone through probably 6 or 7 charging cords for my phone because she's just like, yeah, and it's not a happy thing, especially when one of them is a work phone. So.
Oh, not the charging. Do you give her a bath, or does she like bathe herself, or how does that work out?
Both. I've given her baths. She's not bad in it. So when you give a cat a bath, you don't like soak it and whatever, right? What you do is you run the water. You get the water maybe just like an inch or two above the paws, if that, right? That way, and that's what you soak them in and bathe them in, and then you rinse them off afterwards. And when you rinse them off, you try to grab them by the back of their scruff. That way, if they're clogged, like Trinity is, you don't get clogged like I did.
Or like me.
So we're all about the claws. We know about it.
I mean, this is from a kitty cat right here, so yeah.
Another kind of annoying thing that she does is, so I live by myself, right? I don't usually have like the windows wide open and stuff, especially coming off from winter time. Now that it's spring, I'm probably gonna open the windows a lot more. I just walk around and do what I want. Like I'll leave the bathroom door open if I'm using the bathroom. If I have people here, I shut the bathroom door, right? But I have the bathroom door open. She'll come into the bathroom and just kind of waddle in, and I'm sitting there, right? And she'll just jump up on my leg like, "What are you doing? What's going on? Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Do you mind? Do I come into your like little box while you're going to the bathroom and say, 'Hey, how's it going?' You don't need to check on me." I would really like to train her possibly because she's so interested in what I'm doing. maybe the trainer to go do that. And I've seen someone do that before. It is possible. Now,
Um,
whether she flushes the toilet or not,
I mean, you never know. Like, I'm here for it. If you teach your cat how to do that, we're gonna watch it. Like, I'm gonna watch that. Facts. I want to see it. Okay, we don't have that much time left, Artman. I only have time for a couple more questions. Um, what's the best part about owning a cat for you?
it's a sense of being a parent for me. And so once again, I don't have my girls here with me. So for me coming home to like nothing to me coming home and having someone come running out and seeing exactly who it is, and if they need food, she meows for food. She meows when she needs water. If she needs her kitty litter changed, she lets me know. So we actually have communication. It sounds really awkward, but yeah, everyone that has pets know they communicate one way or the other.
No, totally, totally, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Okay. So last 2 minutes. Armin, do you stream on this platform? Like, if you do, can people find you? Like, tell us about your show.
So I do this show. I tend to stream right from this area. I do this show called Fake Facts right here behind me. It's about laws and state, international, and territorial laws that people tend to forget about. You know, the simple ones, the funny ones, stuff like that. And I bring 4 contestants on each week. As a matter of fact, it happens at Wednesdays at 12 a.m., 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So tomorrow night, Tuesday, 9 o'clock my time. That's when it's going to happen. I believe Zen has been there before. Um, and it's absolutely fantastic. I've already done one season of it. By a season, I do 4 or 5 weeks, and I got one champion, and I'm waiting for the next champion to show up, and that's going to be in the next few weeks. And then I do like a championship round. I'm getting laws from everywhere, and right now, like today, I was looking up laws from China and Australia, things that just don't make sense. And trust me, we have discussions about it. It is not yet featured, however, it's soon to be featured. And the more people that comes in, it's a rally of a good time. I love having people in there discussing anything. And yeah, so that's me. By chance tomorrow, oh, not tomorrow, sorry, Wednesday, I will be on Lux's show, The Late Show with Lux, and she's in the comments here somewhere. And I'll be playing trivia, tic-tac-toe trivia against some Zen person. Some Zen person, I don't know. So I don't know how that worked out, how we got on the same tune concept, for the week.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, what? When she was on, I didn't know she was going to be on today. I had no idea. But once I found out, I was like, okay.
You have met each other. These are your competition. Let's go. No, okay. Everybody hit Artman with a favorite. Please go check out his show Wednesdays at midnight Eastern or 9 Pacific. And it's called Fake Facts. If you want to be on his show as well, make sure you hit his Instagram up. He just let him know, like, hey, I want to be on Fake Facts, and he would be happy to have you on his show as well. And he's also on a show later this week as well. So thank you so much, Artman, for coming in and sharing Trinity with us.
That's facts, not fake. You guys have a great night. I appreciate you having me on. Take care.
It's Artman saying that's facts, not the fake ones. So you guys, I want to just let you know, in our last couple minutes together, welcome into Meow and Me. We've gone through a couple of our special guests. We've gone through our pet of the week. And I would like to just offer up some, for pets in the news, we're going to do that quickly. So I wanted to do 11 tips for feeding backyard birds. Now, you're like, what? Tips for feeding backyard birds? Yes. So if you want to locate